Hello, everyone. There are certain things in a country that should be sacred, that no matter what, and no matter the context, shouldn't be toyed with, shouldn't be played with. I can't believe just going on social media today and seeing the pictures that I saw, making a mockery, desecrating the picture of a young lady that we lost in 2020. The first Nigerian combat fighter. Just going on social media today, and I saw a lot of people who were actually pained by this whole thing. One of the things that we've seen Tinubu do, and also the military, is to continue to play propaganda. Propagandas don't win wars. Propaganda will not fight the insecurity. Propaganda will not take us anywhere. And this is what they seem to focus on. Looking at this video just made me to shake my head. Just take a look at the video. This is what they decided to do. Putting Tinubu, photoshopping Tinubu in some pictures. And this is what our whole military sat down and somebody at a table were making this decision to do this nonsense. And if you look at it, if you look at one of the security, the security details, if you see his face, if you zoom in and see his face, you could see almost like disgust, almost like disbelief that this was actually happening, that they were doing this shenanigan, this nonsense, clapping while citizens are being killed. This is the nonsense they are thinking about while citizens are being killed. Propaganda, like I said earlier, is not going to solve this problem. For them, they think coming out to tell us that, oh, this is a stance. Is it? And there are a lot of comments that was even like a photoshopping, not even real, according to what many people were saying. But beyond the reality is for you to look at how similar it is to the picture of a young lady that we lost, that Nigeria up to today have not yet gotten over. Flying Officer Tolulope Arotile, born 13 December 1995 and died on the 14th of July 2020. The whole country was thrown into mourning when she died because it was such a painful moment. She had just come back from a mission where she had, where they were fighting terrorists, and inside the NAF base, there was an accident, a vehicle accident. According to report that, her friend was trying to greet her, hit her. Some say it was reversing. She hit her, she fell down, hit her head on the curb, and that was it. She died. It was such a painful moment to see today. That whole such. I'm just sort of like remembering how that day was. It was a dark moment for Nigeria, and we were united in our grief. Sometimes it's difficult to get Nigerians united on an issue. On her death, she united Nigeria. It was such a pain. People felt it. When they talk about fluke accidents that happen, hers was such like, what is this? This person has just come from a war, from combat safely. This is the time for her to rest a little bit before she goes for the next mission. And this weird accident, there were a lot of people who were saying there needs to be investigation and all of that. Today, to see the military actually desecrating that image of her standing behind her fighter jet with her, in her combat uniform, that none of them that were doing that shenanigans, that nonsense they were doing, none of them could see there was something wrong with that. None. What value do we place on the people who are paying the ultimate price for our nation? Why do they at every time trying to insult the sensibilities of Nigeria? Tinubu will Photoshop everything. People's babies, children, baby picture he will carry, everything. This is it. How do you think when the parents will see all of this going on, how are they going to feel? You're relieving that pain that they're still living with, because you can never live away that pain. To lose a child, to bury a child, is such a painful thing. A child you've trained to this, and in such a freak accident. And today, we have the government, we have an illegitimate government at that. We have the military, mocking. Wow. What is sacred? What is off the bounds, off limits? What is that thing that that they cannot try to manipulate? Who are they trying to do all of these ceremonies for? People are being killed in the villages. People are being killed in the forest. People are being killed on their farms. People are being killed right in the capital, in the federal capital territory. And you think picture, and you think some picture. You even had the time to be thinking of doing picture, a portrait, snapping and doing photoshopping. That's what you think is going to scare the terrorists? Or that's what is going to make citizens think that, oh, they are working? Is that how much they don't value us? Is that how much they insult us? Is that how much we mean nothing? Is that how much our intelligence is nothing? The arrogance? Wow. Wow. Nigeria is gone. There's no country. Of course, there's no leadership, there's no government, there's no president. I will say it again and again and again and again and again. And those who want to be offended, please feel free to be offended. And those who come, oh, let them not kill you. Ta! Are we alive? Is this life? We're being treated worse than animals. We're being treated worse than animals. And yet we go on as if there's nothing. Okay.